No matter how egregious a case may be, there must always be two sides of the story, and as a result, people would either support one side or the other. Let's look at this harassment issue between Senator Natasha and, to me, the fox and rabbit, Senator Akpabio. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, comment and share events in Nigeria, and we try to influence social media narrative. I remain your boy Ernest Omosupe. Different people have expressed divergent opinions and views on this very scandalous matter that has come to bring a stain to the National Assembly. Just like Hussein Rufai of Arise News TV has said that the National Assembly is tainted. So to me, on this thing, I just looked at it that what if, in every situation there's not always black and white, there's always different shades, between black and white. Now of course the lady is pretty, the senator might have been hitting on her one way or the other, but to me what she has accused him of, to me, does not really pass as sexual harassment. I feel that of course it could be sexual harassment, but it's not the type that would that can actually affect her in a negative way, and I feel that she also needs to work on her temperament, because if you even watch the video, the way she was shouting and all of that, she wanted to make her voice heard, but they could have been able to settle that thing behind the scene. It was that shouting match that brought about all this, and then when she went on national television to say that the guy now harassed her sexually, that was when all hell was let loose, because for just complaining over sitting arrangement is not enough for anybody to be suspended for 6 months. So they suspended her for 6 months because she went on national television and brought about shame to the house. And to me, that whole chamber is a mess, because this was that same place that late Ojukwu's wife Bianca went to, and some were all saying she's pretty. That shows that these senators have that tendency to always want to look after ladies lustfully. If they can be looking at Bianca, who is enough to be their senior sisters or their mother there, imagine what they will now do to Senator Natasha, who is probably far younger than many of them. So but I still think that Akpabio is just going to be made a scapegoat, because they are all guilty of all these kind of things. He can't even say he does not have, it's why she has a voice. He would have dealt with so many other younger people who can't even come out and talk. And so if in the end to bring him down, so be it. I don't care, because those politicians, if all of them should even come down, it's better for us. When APC took over PDP, I was happy, not because APC was better, but I just wanted APC to know that yes, people cannot continue to perpetrate corruption and all things and think that you go scot-free. And APC is misbehaving. I think APC has had enough time, so if APC too can just get out there and allow another party come, not because I like the party so much that will come over, because it will act as a check on the tendencies to actually want to misbehave. So to look at it from the side of the people who are against Senator Natasha, there's a prominent lady, Chantel Adanna Chinyere. She's of the opinion that not every admiration can lead to what we call harassment. That is, if someone that admires you does not mean that they are sexually harassing you, because as a pretty lady, people will definitely always admire you. Of course, it could even make you get favor that at times you do not really merit. And the fact that, just like Oshomole has also said, that her testimony does not add up. If somebody is actually hitting on you and it has not actually gone to the stage where it becomes, very malicious and vile, the person will definitely want to give you favors in the assembly, not coming against you, because that will make him probably lose you. So Chantel Adanna continues to say that Senator Natasha is constantly being in the news for harassment, that if somebody continues to be in the news like that, then it means that something is wrong with you. That if all men around you want to have a feel of you, it means that it's that you are either very cheap, or you have a spiritual problem, or people who have had encounters with you have told them that that lady is cheap, you can just go and try your own luck. And so that's why some of them are probably trying to try their luck. And to me, I think this is not too fair. So she eventually said that that Senator Natasha needs to be tutored on how to be a politician, a female politician in Nigeria around men, without or having issues with men. That is not everything she needs to escalate, because definitely you have one or two encounters, and it's not every time you should be in the news. And she said that Nigerian women are known to respect men, and that Senator Natasha should also go and learn that. And the fact that she's of mixed heritage, because I think her mother is from Ukraine, does not mean that she should not uphold Nigerian ethics and values, and that she should learn from women around her how to adore and treat men right. After all, she only won an election because she was married to the chief. That before then, she had lost several elections But the moment she got married to a man and a man's name got attached to her and she was no longer a single lady, she was able to win an election. Therefore, why should she come and be disparaging men the way she does? And that doesn't speak well for her. And that could also make her husband lose his friends and, reduce his circle of friends, because nobody would want to be associated with a man whose wife would come one day for them and say that they are trying to harass her sexually, or when they think that she's a very toxic woman. And that, after all, this same one we are talking about, that someone came on Arise News to say that she has several children fathered by different men. And if someone has that kind of reputation, why would you now come and be accusing people of sexually harassing you? It means that you have something wrong with you. After all, that she did it to Reno Mokri, but Reno Mokri dealt with her and she had to withdraw the case and pay damages. Is it because Senator Akpabio is not very eloquent and has oratory skills like Reno Mokri that she's not trying to pick on him? And then finally, she said that as a senator, you would always go to hotels, different places to have meetings. The fact that someone has invited you to a hotel does not mean that he wants to have anything with you. That after all, when he invited her, was there anything like him touching her indecently? Did he kiss her? Did he try to force her? Did he tell her that, come, if you do not have knacking with me, you won't be able to move motions in the Senate? The fact that someone said, come on, you take care of me, does not mean that it is sexual harassment. Taking care of somebody could be in different ways. Even, praising somebody's and always being in support of person in the House of Senate could even be a form of taking care of somebody. So this are views of Chantel. So let's look at the views of the men, who went against Senator Akpabio. You see the funny thing now, in this my review, the lady who spoke against a fellow lady, and then the men who spoke against Senator Akpabio. That is to show you how complicated this matter is. Two very popular male figures, Edionwele and the other one, a senior advocate of Nigeria and a former House of Representative member, Right Honorable Barrister West Idahosa, have come to say that any suspension that is above 14 days is unlawful and illegal. That you do not have right to suspend any senator, for more than 14 days. And that number two, they blatantly went against court order restraining them from carrying out any investigation or any kind of trial, on Senator Natasha. They went ahead because they've already predetermined what they wanted, and in the end, the haste just shows that they had an outcome they just wanted to carry out. And that Senate President Akpabio prioritized procedure over fairness. Now, we only have 4 women in the House of Senate, and placing them because their parties are not the majority parties, are now going to place them at the back, of the it's just like trying to silence them and not making the female voices in the National Assembly heard. And so that is what Senator Gosu would have considered. That was what probably Natasha felt that Senator Gosu didn't do, that made her to just go ballistic on him, because the fact that she was in a minority party, after all, PDP is not really so minority like that, trying to put her at the back was just trying to silence her, because there are some other male PDP members probably that are in the front. And remember that the seat was being changed for who? That same Nedwonko that is married to the lady who is young enough to be his wife, and now that same senator decamped from his party and he's supposed to lose his seat, but instead this Nigeria, very lawless place. In fact, Nigerian Senate has just shown that is the last place you get justice. For that same man, they were willing to send a lady to the back. So they said that it is unlawful, unfair, and unprecedented, and that the Senate can save their names by ensuring that they do the right thing, revisit the situation, and then conduct a fair hearing, and that every right-thinking person thinks that Akpabio should step down and allow the committee do their job, rather than for you to be a judge in your own trial. You definitely win the case. So, and there's another body, the NACJD, which means Nigerian American Coalition for Justice and Democracy. They said that it is an outrageous assault on democracy and rule of law for them to have suspended the senator even when she has gotten a court injunction preventing them from doing so. And the way they hastily did it just showed that they had an ulterior motive. And then that the worst thing is that it was done on International Women's Day, and that they went for hasty and illegal suspension instead of ensuring a transparent and impartial investigation. That they blatantly defy court order. That is why it's paining these people. And they have said that they threaten that if they are giving just the Assembly and Senate goes to Akpabio just 7 days, that if within 7 days he doesn't do the needful by ensuring that they have an unfair trial and everything, whereby Senator Akpabio would also be summoned and tried, that they would escalate the matter to international bodies like the United States Congress, the United Nations, and other international bodies to bring maximum embarrassment on the senator, and even bring about sanctions
You know, for instance, maybe visa ban and asset freeze, because all of these senators always have money abroad. And so just imagine when they freeze that money, it will even make sense. People will see how it will be. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Until we meet again, I remain your boy Ernest Omosuba Adebayo Koje signing out. Peace.